Alright guys, I'm going to show you all in this video. We're going to do a whole nother game. I'm going to simulate playing or using the software under the freestyle the freestyle version or the freestyle strategy. They're all the same thing. It's just that with freestyle, excuse me, can't talk. With freestyle, you have to actually know what to bet in terms of the amount, and you have got to you don't have to make any kind of data inputs other than what I'm about to show you now, but you've got to it's not going to tell you what to bet. You've got to just bet the right thing. All right, so let's just jump into it. We're going to use we're going to play really quick here, right here. That's it. Let's just jump right into it. All right, so let's just put in some outcomes. I'm going to put in the last 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's go player, banker, player, banker, player, banker, player. And then we've got 2 players after that. We'll wait for the next outcome, and then we will start playing. Now remember, we're taking our cues from the algorithm now. So you know, you've got to come here and look for yourself. Okay, so when it's time to play, which we don't start playing until game 3, but when it is time to play, you are going to have to tell it what to play. Okay, well, you're going to have to put the chips down. So if it says player, you're on the top performing algorithm, and in this case it'll be banker, you'll put your chip on banker. Okay, now we've got to now this is now we're in game 3. We got to put in this outcome, and then once we've placed this outcome, we will be ready to start betting in game 3. We don't start betting until game 3. You got to know that, because if you're doing freestyle, you're doing it freestyle way, meaning you're doing all of it. That was a hard banker. All right, so let's go right here. So we're going to put our chip on banker. So we know what we're using, what we're doing here. So we're putting our chip right there on the highest performing algorithm, which is saying it's 3. So we're going to do that. We're going to ride this out. I'm also going to show you what I mean by shorting. Okay, so if we lose this one, we're going to stop the potentiality of just a bunch of continuous losses. We'll never have a continuation. Ooh, let's tie. All right, we'll never have a continuation. Like, we'll lose one game at -3, but you'll never lose 2 -3 games, because we're gonna short it. If we ever get to that, I'll show you what I mean. All right, but for right now, we're gonna play this. We're gonna play here. We're at 100%. We've got our chip on banker, and let's continue to go. Remember, we only start doing this on game 3. So if you're doing the freestyle doesn't have a lot of bugs. It appears to just not have any bugs at all. You know, so you got to remember that. So we won here. All right, now we're going to continue to play, guys. So I got to wait for the next outcome before I update. All right, so even though I won here, I have to wait for the next outcome before I make the update. So once I make the update, I'm going to put into the system that I won that first unit. All right. All right, so it looks like player won. So we're going to hit complete game. We won here, and in this case, you'll put whatever the unit value was that you won. All right. We're going on to the next game. As you can see here, now we're at 1 unit, and so forth and so on. So now we're going to stick here, right here at algo 3. It's at 100%. The moment that both of these, if let's say if we lose here, I'm going to do a process called shorting, of which the next game I'm going to play it in reverse. I'm going to play the opposite to assume that it's in a negative trending game. Like, I'm going to assume it, and if in the assumption of doing that, we are playing banker. So if we lose, we're going to assume that it's on a losing streak. and we're going to play the streak, the losing streak, until we win. And then, or until we lose. And then we'll start back playing the normal way. All right. So right now, what I'm doing, I'm just playing after the highest algorithm right now. I haven't done any shorting. We haven't lost. So there's no reason to short anything if you haven't lost. All right. But shorting is something, it's just you're playing, the second game, you're going to play the opposite if you should lose the first game. That's the idea of shorting. What I mean by that is that we're shorting the losing trend or the losing pattern. We're stopping it short. We're stopping it. It's short. We're not doing it. We're going to stop it dead in its path right before it even starts. We're going to stop it. We only lose 1 unit in shorting. If we lose, we don't lose a -3. So we'll never lose 2 -3s back to back. But even if you didn't short, users are still having amazing results without it, even if you didn't do it. It's just another way where, so we hit those 2 units. Our goal is 3. I'm just going to go another, try and get us another unit. And if we lose, I'll show you guys what shorting looks like. All right. But again, this is the standard way. Remember, we only start playing game 3. We got to put in outcome 6 before we start the game. Remember that always, guys. When you're doing freestyle, this is banker, or are we? This is player. So just remember, you're the decision maker. Now, this freestyle app works perfectly, and my assumption is that the reason why the other ones don't work, there's a lot of built-in logic to make it automated. And when you have that much built-in logic for automation, it just makes it really difficult. What do we got? All right, so therein lies our 3. Remember what I told you guys? You get 3, you stop. 3 a day is all you need, but if you're going to play more, do things in sets of 3. Or if you're going to do more, so like you get your first 3, if you get 2, take a break. 2, break, 2, break, and then you pile up on it like that. The reason why you don't want to just play without stopping is because you'll run into variance. What variance means is you're going to eventually run into losses. So if you're already up, you've already hit your goal, why would you continue to play? Unless you're just greedy. And if that's the case, as long as you understand that if you end up losing, it's because you're greedy, you understand why. Well, listen, guys, more coming to you guys. A lot of hard work here, but I think I've definitely got a fix for the issues that we were having. As far as the bugs, until we could create these apps, the current app base 44, our app is actually too complex to take it. So I had to reduce it down to something like this, but it requires more of you being involved. And if you're going to be involved, the things you got to remember is what you're going to play, and then just make sure you're clicking on, the proper outcomes appropriately. Other than that, guys, listen, man, this is you can start using this now. It should be available on your notifications. Also, too, if you are watching this and you want to, I think I have another video that I've done before it where I kind of go through the freestyle version, the live and the ground up version, the automated version that's here. These are kind of buggy, so you may want to just do freestyle for now. Ground up and live can both be done freestyle. I talk about that in the prior video. So if you have any questions, let me know. permutationspro@gmail.com. Otherwise, go to shadowmaxtrading.com and sign up for the free demo. You should be able to sign up for the free trial, 24-hour trial, and you should also be able to use the demo, the live, the ground up, and the freestyle version. The freestyle version is the one you more or less want to probably get used to, because the other ones, because of the complexity of the app, it runs into a lot of bugs. But I was able to reduce this one, the freestyle version, so that it doesn't have a lot of intertwining parts with those other ones, and it's more easier for out of without the bugs. So go in and test it, check it out, until we can make a better update to automate the other ones. All right, the other ones just have a lot of bugs because there's a lot of programming in the backside of the automation process, and that's the reason we keep getting bugs. They're all interconnected, but this one isn't. All right, this one's not like the others. All right, it's a little bit more manual, which is why, again, there's I haven't had a single hiccup or bug that I've seen yet. So far so great. All right, Nick, let's see here. Make sure it's doing it right. This is negative. Yep. So this is all correct, guys. So anyway, shadowmaxtrading.com, permutationspro@gmail.com. Until the next time, guys, take care.